Hi guys! Welcome to my Q&A on yoga teacher training. Why am I singing? I don't know. So yes, last week we had my Q&A just about yoga and your own practice, and then this week I'm doing one purely all about yoga teacher training. I'm really bad at talking to a camera. It's fine, it's all good. I will get better at this because it's like my first ones where I'm talking to people, talking to the camera. Okay, so you guys sent in quite a lot of questions asking about your YTT or yoga teacher training, and I'm going to answer them. For those of you who don't know, I did my yoga teacher training last year from April to July. I did it with Frame in London with Michael James Wong and Emily Claire Hill, two incredible teachers, just blowing up the London yoga scene and around the globe, just generally being dope. And I only decided to do my yoga teacher training on January the 1st, 2017, whilst I was doing my PT course. I kind of put it off for a really long time because it was much more money, it was a much bigger commitment, and I was scared that I wasn't good enough with my practice. And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do my yoga teacher training. My mum was like, maybe you should think about it a little bit. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. And I can promise you there hasn't been one day where I have regretted doing my yoga teacher training. I quit my job to do it because it would just not have been feasible. Even though the course is designed to do around work, my job was ridiculous and it wouldn't have happened. So yeah, I just quit my job, and luckily my job was transferable into a freelance lifestyle, and as you know, I'm a blogger, so there's that element as well. And yeah, it was the best decision that I ever made. So I'm gonna answer these questions for you now. Okay, so a lot of people have asked this. How did I know I was ready to do my yoga teacher training? I didn't think I was ready. I still don't think I was ready, but you never feel like you're ready to do something. Whatever it is, you're never going to be ready, so you might as well just do it. Just fucking do it. Nike advert, just do it. It's the same with everything in life, and I've been told this by so many wise people. You are never ready, so just do it anyway. That's all I can say. Just do it. If you want to do it, if you feel passionate about it, if you've worked out that you can afford it, just do it. Okay, moving on. How did I find the best yoga teacher training for me? Well, I did a lot of research because there are so many out there, so many. And I really wanted to go to India and do a month intensive. But as many of you know, I have a chronic injury in my right knee, and just practicing hardcore Ashtanga yoga every single day would have killed my knee. And even just doing 1 week with my training that I did, I had to ice it, like it was too much. So also I have a flat here in London that I pay rent for, and I need to be able to earn because I left my job. It wasn't like I could take the time off work and get like semi-holiday pay. So I put up these lists, and looking back at it now that I feel like I'm a more spiritual person, the universe completely and totally set this one up for me, because I remember this teacher that I absolutely love, she's called Susie. She was like, Frame are doing their yoga teacher training and it's with Emily and Michael and they're amazing, like you have to do this one. And I was like, I don't know, it's like their first one, like, and also I wanted to go away. So she planted the seed in my mind, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, like it works for me, and boom, here I am. And I would totally 100% recommend the Frame course. They're doing 2 a year now. Michael and Emily are fantastic. They're not paying me to say this. If you want to be a teacher, do that, because they teach you how to teach, okay? If you want to have a spiritual journey and like become more of who you are, then maybe go to India or go to Thailand. But yeah, that was insane. So good. Yeah. I didn't even really tell you how I found the best yoga teacher training. Answering that question, stick to the question, Hannah. I did a lot of research. I did answer a little bit. Anyway, I did a lot of research, I listed loads of pros and cons, I spoke to loads of different people who'd done it, and in the end I just followed my gut. I followed like the one that had the most pros and the least cons as well, because I'm semi-practical. But make sure it's Yoga Alliance certified. That's kind of the only really yoga body that we have here in the UK. Yoga Alliance, they also have US and Australia, I believe. So yeah, just make sure that it's legitimate, check for like reviews. Yeah, that's all I can say. And look up the teachers as well, make sure that they're, you know, cool. And if you can, try and get to their classes beforehand. Like I did Emily's class before I joined, didn't do Michael's. I'm quite glad, I think I would have been scared. Next question, do I want to do more teacher trainings now that I'm qualified? Fuck yeah, I do. When you get like that learning bug, you don't want to stop. And you know, you should always be learning stuff, okay? Don't just get your 200 hours and be like, I'm done. Your 200 hours is really a foundation course, like, especially if you do it like me in a short period of time, you have a lot more to learn, okay? And then obviously there's the 300 hours that you could do, or you can like build it up from other things. There are so many courses that I want to do. I'm just trying to think about it practically, and I'm also giving myself a good year, having done my 200 hours, before I take on any more information, because it was intense. I really want to do an assisting course, like when you physically assist students, because we started to like talk about it in my course, but there is so much more to learn, and obviously there are loads of different types of yoga. So yeah, I definitely do, like, you feel inspired to do more. Next question, what would I say to someone who's contemplating doing their yoga teacher training? 1, just do it. I've already said that. 2, be prepared to be exhausted, like be prepared to be knackered, because it's so intense, not just physically but mentally. So much information. It's not like a PT course or something else. Like, there is so much to learn, and you won't even scrape the surface, to be perfectly honest with you. Be prepared to not really see your friends for the time that you're doing it very much. You won't. I'm lucky because I was freelancing, so I could see my friends a little bit more easily because I had more time to study, like during the day. But yeah, be prepared to have no social life, and if you live with a significant other, you probably won't see them very much. You just have to be like, I'm sorry, this is for me. It's not permanent. You'll learn so much about yourself. You'll cry a lot. I cried so much. I feel embarrassed about it now, but I cried so much. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a fuck Hannah, it's so shit way, and then you get over it. Be prepared to change as a human being. You'll be a nicer human being, I promise. You'll be so much nicer, like genuinely you'll be so nice. Like, love will just start like flowing out of your pores and stuff like that. And then finally, just do it, because it's the best thing you'll ever do. And then the last question is, well, it wasn't really like a question, but people have been messaging me saying like, I want to do it, but I'm just worried about making money and how am I going to support myself. If you're passionate about it, you will find a way. And if you decide that you're going to do it and it's going to be fine, then it will be fine. Like, I 100% believe that if you manifest something, i.e. create it in your head and pretend that it's already happened, believe that it's already happened, then you'll be fine. I'm making more money now as a freelancer than I was in my corporate job, quite a lot more, and I enjoy most of what I do. Obviously sometimes there's stuff that you don't enjoy doing, like admin, but yeah, don't even worry about it. You will find a way, even if you have to do part-time of your normal job, or you just take a couple of early morning classes, and then slowly you can start to put it in. I feel like I've been very fortunate in the amount of classes that I've been able to take on. My journey isn't necessarily the usual route for new yoga teachers. I'm just very lucky, but it's not just been luck. I've put in a lot of hard work, a lot of groundwork. So yeah, just do it. Thank you so much for watching again. I really enjoy doing these Q&As because people always ask me questions that sometimes I haven't actually thought about the answer to, so I also learn something because I have to sit down and think about it. As always, please do let me know if you have any more questions. I usually try my best to reply to direct messages on my Instagram, providing they're PG. And even if they're not, I'll be like, you're a loser. Why are you sending me this? Anyway, off topic. So yeah, just ask me any questions, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already doing that. And then yeah, go follow me on Instagram if you're not following me there. And have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll be back next week with another non-yoga flow video and a yoga flow video, because this is how it works nowadays. Bye!